Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our beloved series, Fame Flame. Now, I have a rare treat for you all today. We're about to take the playful rivalry to another level. The man who is taking the hot seat is none other than my infamous ex, the ultimate charmer, the once upon a time Mr. Smith to my Mrs., the one, the only, Brad Pitt. I've graciously handed him the mic to set the stage on fire, or try to at least. So Brad, show us what you've got.
Thanks, Angie. You're too kind. Now let me start by saying Angelina is famous for her collection of knives. She has more blades than a sushi chef on speed. But honestly, with 6 kids around, I'm surprised she didn't trade them all in for a collection of tranquilizer darts. And her commitment to humanitarian causes, I tell you, it's something else. She's got more adoption papers than a dog shelter. I mean, for crying out loud, Angie, the UN is not a speed dating event. Did you know she got her pilot's license? Yeah, it's true. But folks, I've been on a few of those flights, and let me tell you, if there's one thing scarier than her driving, it's her flying. I'd feel safer in a paper plane thrown by a blindfolded chimpanzee. But let's not forget, she's a fantastic actress, Oscar-winning and all that jazz. Her acting is so real, folks, that for a second there, I thought she really did love me in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Let's talk about her cooking, shall we? I've had better food at a gas station. I mean, when we were married, I had to take up cooking myself just to avoid starvation. But I guess when your main hobby is collecting knives, who has time to actually use them? And her sense of direction, folks, it's like a blind bat in a maze. Remember that one time we got lost in our own house? Granted, it was a big house, but come on, Angie, the kitchen is not that hard to find. But hey, credit where credit's due. She has an incredible ability to turn anything into a weapon. I mean, if you hand her a toothpick, I bet she could take out an entire army, or at least make them all floss. Did you know Angie has more tattoos than a graffiti-covered subway car? But honestly, who needs a map when you can just use Angelina's body as a globe? And let's talk about her determination. I mean, if Angie decided she wanted to become the Queen of England, I would not be the least bit surprised if the Queen mysteriously decided to retire. She's that persuasive. But despite all her tattoos, her peculiar hobbies, and her adventurous spirit, Angelina Jolie is not just a superstar, she's also a super mom. She can juggle a career, 6 kids, philanthropic work, and still manage to look like she just stepped off a runway. She's an absolute force to be reckoned with. Okay, now let's dive into the juicy stuff. Our relationship, we were like a live-action version of Beauty and the Beast, but the twist was, folks, we switched roles every other day. You know, being married to Angie was like being on a roller coaster. One moment we're on cloud 9, the next we're dodging knives in the kitchen. Not literally, of course, or maybe sometimes. And our arguments, oh boy, we didn't just have arguments, we had full-blown UN negotiations, but the funniest part, neither of us ever knew what we were fighting about. I remember when we got divorced, people thought it was about the kids or the fame or the fortune, but the truth, I ate her last piece of chocolate. Guys never, I repeat, never eat a woman's last piece of chocolate. So after the divorce, well, let me paint a picture for you. I felt like I'd just been ejected from a moving car, tumbled down a hill, and then been hit by a bus. But hey, at least I still had my looks. You see, it's funny. They don't prepare you for divorce in fame school. It's like being on a hit TV show that gets canceled out of the blue. One minute you're on top of the world, the next you're sitting in your boxers, eating cereal out of the box, wondering what the hell happened. But the best part of divorce is you get a lot of free time. So much free time. Time you used to spend arguing about whose turn it is to do the dishes or who gets to pick the movie for the night. Now I just argue with myself, and let me tell you, I always win. But in all seriousness, divorce isn't a walk in the park. It's more like a hike up a mountain with a 50-pound weight strapped to your back. It's hard, it's heavy, and there are times when you want to give up. But then you reach the top and realize the view is worth it. You learn so much about yourself, about what you want and what you don't want. And in the end, you come out stronger, wiser, and with a new appreciation for single-serving meals.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our beloved series, Fame Flame. Now, I have a rare treat for you all today. We're about to take the playful rivalry to another level. The man who is taking the hot seat is none other than my infamous ex, the ultimate charmer, the once upon a time Mr. Smith to my Mrs., the one, the only, Brad Pitt. I've graciously handed him the mic to set the stage on fire, or try to at least. So Brad, show us what you've got.